Hey, good morning, Rock, Sand, Mud, and we're back in the garage today with some great stuff. I've been working on the 2014 JKU that we've been doing an axle swap in, and we've done the front axles. We took the old Dana 30 out and we put in a built Dana 44 that's been Evo trussed. It's got chrome moly shafts and a bunch of other goodies and factory e-lockers. And now we're working on swapping out the rear axle for a built 44 in the rear with similar stuff built into it. And today is very special because I have garage help. This is my daughter, Abby. Say hi, Abby. Sup? So she's gonna be in the garage today. I doubt for the entire length of the project, but she's gonna eat lunch at some point. But in the meantime, she's out here with me today. I really value time with my kid. Comes out here and kind of helps me out. She's not fully interested in the project, but just having her here is great for me. So we're gonna get working on stripping out the rear factory axle that we have. We're gonna learn some new things today and try to at least teach my kid how to change a tire so she's ready to go in the world. So hang tight, we're gonna get the camera set up. We're gonna start stripping out this axle. On the Jeep is also a good excuse to buy new tools.
You bought new tools?
Don't tell your mom.
I'm telling Mom.
And then we put bolts back into these things so we don't lose them. Now, our brakes are also in here, so we want to make sure those stay in there and that they're good. Because we're going to have to take a lot of this stuff off this axle. Yeah.
We're going to tell the camera a secret. My dad is Bob the Builder.
So most of y'all have seen somebody take a rear axle out. You don't need to watch a step-by-step or some super cool time lapse. We're just gonna start yanking stuff out. So this is where we're at so far. Track bars drop, shocks are dropped, brake lines are pulled. So that means, theoretically, when we drop the axle, hopefully, the springs assist themselves out. That's the plan. And there they go. A little extra persuasion. Get out of here. Whoa. We don't need those. Let's grab that one too. Okay. Ooh, you're being a bear today. All right, so get rid of those. In the meantime, that's like airplane mode. In the meantime, I'm just gonna start yanking stuff out because, to be honest with you, I like to listen to music especially some good old classic Jimi Hendrix, and I don't want to get copyrighted. So hang tight. Well, Abby, we did a thing.
Yes, we did.
What did we do?
We took the rear axle thingy out.
We got the axle out. There she is. The old dirty, crusty, musty rear end.
Crusty, dusty, musty,
And
musty.
we're out. And it really didn't take us long, did it?
Like an hour.
About an hour? Yeah, about an hour.
I don't know, maybe less than an hour.
Yeah, it took us about an hour. So now,
Garage opened at 12:45 and it's 1:41.
Yeah.
So an hour.
yeah, an hour. So now, this is where the hard part starts, because those that don't know me know that I have a certain level of OCD. And now we're going to start cleaning. So I have this thing I gotta clean. So we're gonna get up under here. It's probably a good time. We're gonna get some of this dirt all cleaned up and get some of that all polished out. And because the Jeep came from up north, there's little tiny bits of rust. And we're gonna hit all that with some rust preventator. Get all up under here, hit it with some rust preventator. We're gonna get all that done and cleaned up before we slap the new axle in. I'm gonna go through the control arms and clean those and grease them all and give them good maintenance, because now's a great time to do that. We're gonna pull the shocks, we'll check the shocks and make sure that they're doing pretty good. And then that's about it. So,
And then we'll put the other axle in.
and then we're gonna put the other axle in. So not bad for a little Saturday afternoon project. You know, maybe we'll be done by tomorrow. I do know that there are a few things that we need. I did not get the TerraFlex big brake kit rear caliper adapters when I bought the kit. He either did not have them when he had the kit, or somehow they got misplaced. So I'm gonna have to get up with TerraFlex and see if I can get just the rear brackets for the calipers. So if anybody has a connection with TerraFlex or knows somebody that can help me find that part number just for the rear 2014 JK caliper brackets for the big brake kit, or what I need. Other than that, I think we have everything else. So we're gonna spend some time, get some stuff cleaned up, and when we come back, we'll be shoving that axle in. So this should be fun. Again, this is, like I said, this is where my OCD level comes in. Just trying to clean everything while everything's out. Also, now's a great time to check all your heim joints and make sure everything's locked down and tight. I actually found my lower control arm was loose just a little bit, so now's a good time to check all that. And yeah, so the axle slid up under there. Everything's clean, looking good. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Yeah. So we're trucking right along right there. Well, we've got a bit of an update. So the axle's in, springs are in, everything's bolted in, and of course, I haven't set up the track bar. So whenever I drop the axle, my spring shifted. Look at that. Look at that. That is bueno bueno. Man, that's the new Sidewinder series. So what we're gonna do is take good old trusty ratchet strap, and we're going to hook it, and then we're gonna drag the axle to the side. But there we go, guys. She is in there. We're moving right along. All right, guys, good morning. It is the next day. We've got the rear axle in. I've got everything up. Now the only thing we've got to do is just little minor stuff, like we have to be able to Pull the brake drums off and the brake backing plates. All of this stuff has to come off. The wheel speed sensor, excuse me. All of this has to come off and out, and then we just transfer it over to the new stuff. In the meantime, I do have the TerraFlex big brake kit in the rear to go on, and that thing is heavy. But in the meantime, we're just gonna run factory brakes on the rear until I can get up with TerraFlex to see if I can order just the adapter and go from there. But today's goal is to hopefully get the brake backing plates swapped over. I'm gonna have to pull these axles out and get the brake backing plates swapped over, get everything put back together, and hopefully the goal is to have the Jeep sitting on its own weight today so I can kind of see where the lift sits. I did put in new rock crawler springs. So they're slightly taller than the AEV springs that I pulled out. But the AEV springs have kind of a tighter progressive rate coil at the top, which makes the spring a little shorter but a little stouter. The difference is probably about 2 inches in spring length. So I'm hoping that it won't affect the ride height of the Jeep very much. Now, I do know that when I started carrying the big full-size spare tire on the rear, I did take and put in a TerraFlex spring spacer that's about 1 inch. So I may have to play with that, pull that in, leave it in, who knows. May just have to, I do have a set of taller springs for the front to play with. So that's the goal today. The goal today is to get every kind of thing put back together, and yeah, so there we go. We're working on it now. Whew. All right, I think, don't mind the hair. I think we've got it. We have completed an axle swap, and I couldn't be prouder. Everything on this Jeep I have managed to accomplish myself in this garage. Let me tell you guys, when you do stuff yourself in your own garage using your own hands, it's a higher level of just pride. So let's take a look at what we got. There it is. There it is, the axle swap. And of course, don't mind the rusty hats on the rotors. They are getting swapped out for the big brake rotors as soon as we can. But there it is. It's a Dana 44. It's truss using Evolution trusses, 513 Yukon gears. It is an Ox airlocker. We do have the nice Nitro chromoly axles, the rock crawler springs, rock crawler arms, and Fox 2.0s. I am using the stock drive shaft for now until I can do the Adams rear drive shaft, but I am super happy with that. So now the goal is to get the Jeep on tires, get everything tightened down, torque everything once it's down on its own weight, and then that's our axle swap, guys. We got a lot more projects. That's just one. So that's one down. I got a bunch more to go. So here is what I like to do. This is fun to me. So we can pop off our lift, rear axle in. That is done. Lower shock relocate, we're not gonna need. That's it. Dude, we didn't need to do the rear drum brakes because we happened to clean up and use the old ones. But here's my suggestion. If you have a project, make you a list, because nothing feels better than to check that off. So I'm happy with that, guys. Thanks for watching. We got a lot more stuff coming up. Please subscribe, share, help me grow content. And this is all for fun. I'm not a professional YouTuber by any means. These videos probably look like my 11th grader shot them, but I really enjoy doing them, and hopefully they improve as we go. So guys, keep watching. In the meantime, get in the garage, do some stuff yourself, get out there and wheel it.